You are being led by the Lord. And so the authority of a husband to cover his wife is subject to his submission to Christ's authority. And I will hope that you will ask me a lot of questions during the either the group activity or the evening session about this concept of the authority of a husband and the submission to Christ, and how you will know when you are not submitted, and how you know when you are submitted, and those kind of things. Because you have to practice this thing that you are hearing. You are not just hearing it so that your ears sounds nice. You are going to practice this to put your house in order. Now, I'm talking to husbands, but I'm also talking to you single guys. The same, when do you start building the principle? You are the best time to build that principle. Best time. Best time. So you are practicing this as well as single young men. And single young women too. Why do you single young women need to practice it? Because you need to not become like Eve. The way the fruit is beautiful, no? Then it shapes your vision. So when the man is communicating to you God's vision, you don't want to listen to him. Because your heart has been filled with a desire for that sumptuous fruit. So you are hearing about the leadership so that you women know what is not Christ's leadership as well. And if you were to ask me those kind of questions that they've done movies out of, like how to know if this is the man I should marry and all that, process the vision. Because he's not leading you anywhere if all he talks about is building castles in the air. I'm going to be like this, I'm going to be like that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. Great. Great job, dude. How are you going to move to step one? God puts woman in man's life to also humble man. Oh. To humble man. No man can ask questions. Question you and ask questions. Both. Question you will make you feel like, how can you ask me this question if you have a certain kind of personality? And ask questions can also make you feel stupid, or sorry to say foolish. Like, you're not as intelligent as you thought you were. Because that question exposes your lack of knowledge. So God put woman in man's life to keep man humble. When I sorted out my submission to Christ, using the example I gave about those servants of God I was receiving from, when I sorted that out in obedience to Christ, I began to experience God give me more authority over my own wife. You know, I was discussing with my wife sometime, and I said to her, you know, the authority God gives to husbands is not something that is based on the man imposing himself on the woman. It's like it's either been given or it's not been given. So let me demonstrate it. So I need a Lady Priscilla, if you could come and let me use you to demonstrate it. Quickly, please. So you just stand here for me, and then I will give you an instruction, okay? Now, I'll do it in 2 ways. Maybe somebody else can do it in 4 ways. Just trying to mimic different personalities.